round. And well, they show up and they get it done. Now they are 3 away from victory here at NIP, and that's a real positive way to pick up a round win when you're heading into the late stages of this game. When you take a look at what Team Heretics have, it's not going to be a whole lot. It's going to be a deagle on 2 players, a flashbang on Lucky and Navira, but other than that, there's nothing to write home about here for the Team Heretics. So this is NIP certainly looking like the team to head to 14 rounds. Then they'll be 2 away from victory. Team Heretics getting picked apart yet again. Finally, Lucky getting something over towards B, but that nade, oh, it's nearly chunky, but it doesn't matter. Lucky comes in with another.
Big here.
He's been so quiet as well.
Yeah, but the utility, so much utility, no Kevlar for any of the players, and it's going to be really hard. And look at the damage being dealt, Dinko. This is not going to happen unless Lucky pulls out something special, because he's the player with the Kevlar. He's the M4, and he also has 100 HP. Unless he pulls out something truly miraculous, NIP still have this round in the bag.
Well, they're going to be trying to relocate and try and get back over towards A, perhaps, or go on a little bit of an excursion throughout the map. Issue is 7 HP, 18 on Maka. They're basically useless at this point. It's all unlucky, like you said. He has been incredibly quiet up until this point. He was sitting on 7 kills going into this round, so it's been very, very lackluster here on the final map, but this would be a time to strike. Got a little bit of an excursion to see what's going on. They also pick up an M4 on their travels. Now they look to try and finish here on the bomb site towards B. Walking up, that smoke's actually going to allow them to cross safely and get close up to the site and explode. That smoke actually favoring the Team Heretics side. They'll be happy with that. And now they're starting to move forward. A group of 3. Electro back in quad. That's a clean headshot. Just instantly annihilating Lucky. Oh my god, that is disgusting from Electro. Annihilates all 3 players, and that's his 31st kill. 14 to 10. He's having an absolute blinder of a game. 31 and 15.
This looks like it. This looks like the end of it, right? The end of the road for Heretics. I mean, they fought so hard. They really, really scrapped their way through that win on Nuke. Overpass was just one-sided beating by NIP. And here on Vertigo, I'll be honest, it looked like they were starting to show some signs of life. But in the end, NIP just looking very indomitable. And they're starting to warm up as well. You can see, like I said, 31 kills already for Lecro. It's aggression, intimidating aggression from NIP on the CT side. Popsky should be careful. Navera trying to spot something out. Twist with the AWP. He knows where Navera is, but he's also wary that the headshot angle. In those scenarios, the AK-47 will sometimes have the tiny little advantage. Navera making a lot of noise towards B. But meanwhile, you can see the rest of the players falling back towards that, actually towards an A bomb site area. Rez playing a very dangerous game, Dinko, but he's got to make it work. Goes for the full spray, just finds one. The trade does come in.
Well, just over a minute left. NIP have currently got Lecro over towards the A bomb site, and that's going to be a scary player to try and overrun here if you're Heretics. He's having brilliant series. And towards short. Knock has arrived over here as well towards the boost. Lecro's going to throw the nade. It's not going to do too much at all. In fact, they're not too close by. And now they are ready to explode. Lecro close by. Should be able to get at least one from this position. They're going to come running in towards him. He doesn't even get a single kill. Cast his curse a little bit there. And well, XMS taking down Lecro. It's a good headshot. Now 30 seconds is all they have. And well, Knock just blocking his teammate on the fallback. No falling back for you, my friend. As Lucky's going to take some damage.
And I like the fact that, I don't know if it's a conscious decision, but the fact that they gave the player Lucky with the health to get the bomb done. If it was Eximus or Navera, then they could have been it. The bomb would not have got planted. So one would assume that it was all planned. Now the smoke's coming in, and that's just a decoy, just trying to show that it might potentially go for the retake. But NIP, saner heads will prevail. They will not be going for this retake. They're going to hold on to their guns. They still have the money, but why try and go for a retake, which is looking very, very rough indeed. 3v4 retake on the A bomb side is never going to be easy. And it's going to be round number 11 for Heretics. They still are clinging on with the bloodied, battered fingernails on a precipice of defeat, Dinko. They're not quite done yet. But NIP, man, they just look so dominant right now.
Well, Heretics still potentially in this. They've got the AKs. in play. A little bit of reserve cash and a few of the players here as well, but NIP coming back into the save most of their weapons over in the last round. They've got the open hands of Twist this time around. AK-47 for Knock, M4s. It's not done yet for NIP. There's a lot of Heretics clawing in behind them. Nade is going to go down towards the bottom of the stairs. Does a lot of damage on towards Navera. XMS taking a little bit off the top, but not too much to worry about just yet. But Maka certainly is going to be worrying about his loss in health. He's dropped to 11. Handling it well, twisted towards middle, catching one. Mac in towards the lower ramp roots, getting a little bit of action. And while XMS taking a headshot, goes forward for more, but it's Rez. The last defending player here at the bottom of the ramp. He'll only manage one. Lucky shuts him down in reply. And now it's Heretics with a bad advantage. Not the health advantage though, Blood. They are certainly incredibly low right now. And NIP can certainly shut this down as they're going to go back over towards the B-bomb site. You've quickly got Plopsky looking to fill the hole here. He's up behind the generator already. There's the first kill. 50 seconds now. He just needs to hold on. Lucky's going to jump up and try and elevate. He spots the head of Plopsky, does damage, but not enough. And he's going to pull the nade. Luckily, Twist is there to save him. His bodyguard in the round, and Lucky overrun as well. It's map point, series point for NIP, and this could be it. This could be the final round of the road to Rio.
The timing on that, the timing of that save by Twist. That could have been a 1v1. It could have gone either way from there, but this could be it, Dinko. Like you said, potentially the final round of the road to Rio. It's not the grand final, it's the battle for the 5th and 6th position, but hey, it's still RMR points on the line.
It's closer than the grand final.
So, true. And definitely closer, and definitely longer as well, despite not being a best of 5. But it's been a great story for both the teams. Heretics, no one expected them to go this far. Maka has been a revelation throughout this entire series. Maybe not in this entire tournament, maybe not this particular series though. And for NIP, it just goes to show that these 5 young Swedes, they could be the next real, true Swedish side, apart from, you know, obviously the old NIP who are right now in Dignitas, and of course the good old boys over at Fnatic. So it's good to see another Swedish team really stepping up. It's also good to see another French team showing what they can do, and this could be the final hit here, Dinko. 5 players just marching up towards the A bomb site.
Force forward. Mac is trying to run on in with the Galeots. Rez standing by with him. It's Naviro shutting down Plopsky. Good kill coming through. Mac as well shutting down Rez. Another on the site. And XMS somehow getting the bomb plant in the chaos, but the lineup is there. Knock in the last few bullets is able to take down XMS. He's going to go back for more, trying to shut someone down, but it's not working just yet. He relies on Lekro to chip away at Kiyoshiba, and that was just 3 versus 3. NIP looking for the retake. Maka, we've seen him in this position before, and he's going to find success again. 1 kill picked up. Navira looking at the boost, tapping away, catches Knock, and well, it's not done yet. Navira keeps the Heretics alive. That's another 3K for him added to the collection. He's 23 and 19. And well, NIP, they're not out of the woods just yet. They're no stranger to the overtime. Well, that's what Heretics are fighting back for.
3 more rounds, Dinko. This could not just be over yet. 3 more rounds is all they need. And NIP, their money's actually not looking great right now. It's not in good shape. They will have to go for the eco. And what are they going to go for here? Is it a full one? Yes, it is a full one. Flopsy's gone for a cheeky Zeus spy. I wouldn't blame him for that. I love it. I love the Zeus spy. It's a mental torture device, Dinko. It's to break your opponent's spirit. And mine.
You get Zeus, there's no recovering from that. But you know what's worse, Blood? When you go for the Zeus and you do like 80 damage, and that is even more. Swap, Lucky, gonna catch himself, Rez. His head just taken off at the top of the boost. What? That shot from Maka. Apparently not a no-scope, looked like it, but it's been a quick scope. And well, Maka going in with a Tech 9. He's gonna rattle shots away, dropping Plopsky, looking for more, and there it is. The cleanup coming in from Maka. 3 kills added to the collection. And a 13th round of the board for Team Heretics. The NIP, the purchase coming in. Lekra had lower amount of cash, so he's going to go for the FAMAS. Rez could certainly buy an M4 here and just sacrifice the extra utility, or he could also take the hit, go with the FAMAS and get a few pieces of utility extra to play with. But the most important part is it is a buy nonetheless.
Indeed it is. And the thing is, for NIP, this is where it gets very scary, Dinko. They lose this one, they won't have enough money for a full-fledged buy. And that's Heretics potentially taking it to overtime. Navera, blinded, not able to take advantage of the fact that he spotted out Plopsky. This is trading nades at this point. Neither nade's doing much damage. if they can win this thing, if they can somehow win this round, we will most likely, very likely see overtime.
That's what's on the line here for Team Heretics. Overtime. They've fought so hard to get to this point. A third map, like I said, NIP no stranger to the overtime affair here at Road to Rio. Knock in that boost position. He plays so often. Knock trying to get it done. Mac is going to spot his head, looking for the shot, but it's not going to land. He'll stay in this position, holding it. Molotov's going to go through, but it's good utility usage from NIP at the moment, holding the Heretics back. Not onto the site just yet as NIP look to try and close it. Look to try and get the final scoreline of 16-13. The Heretics, they've got onto the site. Lucky's been attached to the bomb plant. He's going to get it through. Now the retake needs to happen. Knock finds the killer towards Maka. Just a few more to come his way. Then they'll have the site back. NIP hold the advantage still into the retake, and they've been pretty solid at these so far. They just need to group up, and look how many players there are sitting inside of Elevator. As they walk forward, it's Twist Tash with the front man push. He's jumped into the site with the AWP. He's looking for the kills in towards short. They're going to go for it. Twist finds the kill on the XMS. Lucky with one, but Knock is down. Plopsky's on the defuse. Plopsky is defusing inside of the smoke. NIP are going to pull it off through the smoke. Plopsky, the full 10 seconds. There he goes, and he gets it done. Just like that, Team Heretics have fallen. NIP will take 5th place in the ESL 1 Road to Rio, and that is the most heartbreaking way it could
start on